Welcome to Runny Eggs Gaming. Thank you for joining us, and today we'll be opening some Jakks Pacific Sonic the Hedgehog figurines. Join me as I unbox each of these figures and go over a brief history of each of these characters. Let's jump right into it. First off, we've got Silver the Hedgehog. He first appeared and was playable in Sonic 06. Kind of a tough start. His first appearance in the Archie comic books was in issue 194. Silver is a time traveler from the future, coming back in time to try and stop the Iblis trigger. Silver possesses psychokinetic abilities and makes him very unique in the Sonic universe. Even though Silver hasn't been playable since Sonic 06, we all hope he one day will have a return. I really appreciate this Silver figure. I think it has great detail, and I've always loved how Silver has kind of a Tron vibe to him. His gloves and boots look very futuristic, and I love the way his spikes and hedgehog style is different from Shadow and Sonic. My only complaint about this figure is that it seems like the gray they used for this figure isn't quite right. It seems a bit greenish or yellowish more than I would expect. This one's going to look awesome on the shelf, battling it out with Sonic and Shadow. Next up, we have Rouge the Bat. Making her debut in my personal favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game, Sonic Adventure 2, and sharing her first appearance in the Sonic the Hedgehog Archie comics with Shadow the Hedgehog in issue 98. Rouge's number one thing that she cares about is jewels and treasure. As part of the dark storyline in Sonic Adventure 2, she teams up with Eggman and Shadow to fight against the heroes. This figure is super accurate to the in-game model, and I love the way they kept the style of her outfit and her wings. I think this figure looks amazing. I didn't expect her wings to be posable, and even her boots are able to rotate, even though she doesn't have an ankle that moves forward and back. Not sure if I should have this figure on the shelf cozying up to Knuckles or Shadow. Let me know in the comments. Next up, we have one of my all-time favorite Sonic the Hedgehog characters, Ray the Flying Squirrel. Originally debuting in Sega Sonic the Hedgehog arcade cabinet, Ray the Flying Squirrel also debuted and had his first appearance in Archie Comic 125. Originally created for Sega Sonic Arcade back in 1993, Ray and Mighty were stand-ins for Tails and Knuckles at the time. Supposedly, that's why Ray and Tails share a very similar color scheme. Oh, Ray, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I think he'll make a full recovery. I love the detail on his arms that they decided to add the winged feature of a flying squirrel. Really good touch. The tail is so unique and sets him apart from Tails himself. Ray and Mighty being classic characters, we've never gotten them in a modern game, but I'm kind of hoping one day they make the crossover. I think this might be one of my first Chaos Emeralds I've gotten in a figure. I'm really liking it. Now I have to collect all 7. Next up, we have Vector the Crocodile, the Music Man himself. Vector made his debut in Knuckles Chaotix as one of Knuckles' teammates. Here I have a very early appearance of Vector in the Knuckles Chaotix comics and Archie comics. Vector is one of a trio of Chaotix. There's Vector the Crocodile, Charmy the Bee, and Espio the Chameleon. Together they run a Chaotix detective agency, and he's not only known for his musical skills, but also his great strength and detective skills. A Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I spent about 2 minutes trying to get this out of the box, but I needed a knife. This is definitely one of the most unique figures I think I have in my collection. Vector, being a very large character, has so much detail, and I'm so impressed with how they did this. His tail is posable, his arms have multiple joints, they even got the detail of his gold chain and his headphones right. This is just a really, really impressive figure. The last time that I know of that Vector was playable was in Sonic Heroes, so here's hoping we get to play as Vector one more time in the future. And last, but certainly not least, we have Big the Cat himself. Originally appearing in Sonic Adventure 1, he's always looking for his friend Froggy. Big also had his first appearance in Sonic Archie comics in issue 80. As most of you might know, Big is known for fishing. You get to fish in Adventure 1 as Big the Cat, but it is not the best minigame. But Big has come a long way since Sonic Adventure 1. Now, in Sonic Frontiers, he can team up with Sonic and help Sonic fish for items and upgrades. And he recently had an appearance in Sonic X Shadow Generations. I think one day we all hope that we get a solo Big the Cat fishing adventure game. Maybe his own TV show as well, why not? Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I saved this one for last because I think it might be one of my favorite Sonic figures I've ever purchased. I mean, let alone the fact that they even made a Big the Cat figure. Look at this thing, it's massive, it's got so much detail. His sandals are awesome, his belt is perfect, his gloves are great, his tail is adorable. I mean, what's not to love about Big the Cat? Okay, so he might not be the most posable figure, but otherwise, I don't really have any complaints. Which Sonic movie do you think Big the Cat will show up in? Leave a comment down below if you know. Alright, let's take one more look at each of the figures in the upright position so you can see how they would stand on a shelf or displayed. Thank you so much for joining me today for this unboxing. I really enjoy these figures and they're starting to look super cool on my shelf. Let me know down in the comments if you have some of these figures. Which one's your favorite? I really hope you enjoyed checking out these amazing Sonic figures from Jakks Pacific. I'm still hunting down a lot of these figures, so keep an eye out for more videos like this. Are there any characters you're missing that you really want to see unboxed or in the video? Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Alright, let's hear it one more time for Big the Cat. Come on, give it up. Thanks for joining me today on Runny Eggs Gaming. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the other side of the sunny side.